we're gonna unpack my 3K trading day today. I had 100% winners, no losses. I'm gonna go over the trades I took, little journal for myself, and then for you. Obviously, this doesn't happen every single day, but we're gonna unpack what happened so that we can replicate this, and I wanna replicate this. Obviously, it's a big day as CPI came out, so recap on the trading day, CPI came out, pushed up, and then we started just debating throughout the whole trading day. Now, all the trades I took today are strategies that are taught in Full-Time Trader, the course that we expand on. They've been slightly talked about on my YouTube videos, but they're unpacked even more. So we're gonna go over each trade and tell you why I took it, what I saw, so you can kind of understand. Maybe you had a good trading day, maybe you didn't. I know some traders kind of got wrecked today. I know CPI went up. Now, I was looking for the short pretty off the bat because we basically double topped and we didn't test the high by the open. You can see down at the bottom of the screen, 6:30 a.m., that's the open on Pacific time. So the last CPI, if you remember in November, we like shot up and we continued. This one we shot up, we kind of abated now. I think everyone was probably thinking, oh, CPI is good, buy the open. And the market makers like to fuck you over. So I was already kind of looking for the short because I was looking for the short at the open, and I was thinking we're going to either buy back up and continue up, or if not, we were going to sell off. So, and I have some trades there. So let's come in. Now, I had a funded account on Elite Trader Funding that I clapped yesterday, because I had a couple of funded accounts. I clapped one yesterday, just full transparency. I had a great day today, but I clapped an account yesterday, like I blew it up. So just to show you, yeah, it was a bad trading day yesterday on that account, but I came back with fierce vengeance today. I started a 100K account. This was the 100K account. It's a 6K profit target. I'm already at 103,773. So I don't know if I can. There we go. Yeah. So I'm already more than halfway done. I have a 3K drawdown. So my thought process is I want a bigger account with more room to trade in so I can take bigger lots. And I never traded less than 2 lots today. I took 5 and 6 at one point. So first trade off the bat, 3 lots, 600. Now I was kind of taking profit pretty quick because it's 600, a lot of money. And again, we just came off a big CPI. I'm shorting, so I don't want to just leave shorts. And I didn't even have any brackets on today. I mean, I really was using no stops. I don't necessarily recommend that, but I have a bigger account with more room, and it's just what I was doing today. I probably won't do this every day. I'm just being fully transparent what I was doing. Kind of throwing it on the table to be throwing 6, 3, 3, 5, 4, 5, 6 lots with no stop, but fuck it. So first trade, this pivot break, this low. We're gonna be looking at this data box, and I'm tucking at the lows so you can see. So this low was 59.60. You see it right here. This pivot was 59.60. First trade in, I think I sold 3 at 58.25 for 10 points, locked in 600. Next trade, I flipped this candle down. So the open of this candle right here, the open is 28.50. Where's my sell? Let me zoom in. Where's my sell? 28.50. I flipped the candle down. Talk about the candle flip. I literally just flipped the candle down for 3. I got 5 points. I got 300. Could have got more. That's the trade I took. We talk about the candle flip. Next trade. This one was 270. Now, this was a candle flip down, I believe, too, right? Yeah. So the open was 98.50. I got in a little early for 200, 3 lots. I made 270 on this one. And I think I was alerting. I can pull up the Discord. Let me pull the Discord down here. So I was selling it in this morning, CPI rally. I said 1283 new pivot break, sell could test the highs, next short 2160, been waiting. I was up 1200 at that point. As you can see, I was up 1200 at this point. And then I took that 160 break, I sold it a little early at 63. That's the next trade I'm gonna go over. 630, I took it with 6 lots, now I was up 24.54, and then the next scalp was 20.46, which we'll talk about. So, and then Damien's the option guy, he's posting his trades, his spread trades. Took this one for 270, and I was posting in the Discord, so you can see this was at 6 lots. I talked about, I was saying break of this pivot break of 160. So just to recap, I said next short 2160, and then I took it, and I took it with 6 lots because it's an obvious pivot break. Why did I take this trade? Why did I go short right here? Because this is the main pivot. We bounced right here, created this pivot, came up right here to this SMA zone. I didn't take this trade, but you could have. We talked about the SMA zones. Came up, failed, in kind of the hook, line, and sinker. Came down, broke this, and I got in early, and then it flushed down to VWAP. Had a little bounce, rolled over again. This is the 160. This is what I was talking about. Same concept though. The trend is down. We've already confirmed the trend is down. I can just zoom out real quick. This is a downtrending day, even at this point. All right, I don't care what happened during CPI. We're failing lows, and internals are dropping. Yada yada yada. So this was 12,160 was a pivot break. I got in with 6 lots, 633. I think that was like a $1,200 win at that point. Yeah, 585 plus 630, so a little over 1,200. Just took the short here at 160. Short at the pivot break. I got in early, and then boom, it flushes. Just left a lot on the table and comes down again. This one was just an auto break even. I think I got short at the flip, and then I put my stop and kind of saved myself. Now, I was selling this, so I would have been in some pain. But again, because the trend is so down, I'm comfortable with knowing it's going to come back down, because that is the trend today. It's not going to be the case every day. This is my thought process. So then we rolled over again. I could have took the short here at 84. I just didn't. I might have been away. I might have been eating some food or something, or didn't take it. But a lot of opportunity, right, to trade. If you missed this one, you can take this one. If you missed this one, you can take this one, all right? I'm going to talk about this one in a second. So now we start going sideways. We're starting to see the market going to keep on moving up. Above VWAP is going to come back down. So, and this was kind of my mistake, because I was already up at this point, I think, like 2,400. So I don't want to give anything back at this point, because it's such a good day. But part of trading is knowing when to stop, but also if you're having a good day, you got to keep going. Because some days I have like decent days, and I probably could have kept going and made a ton more. Because if you make like $400 and you're doing really good, and then you stop, and then the next day you have a bad day and you lose $300, so what was the point? But if you make 400 and then you're doing really good and you keep trading, and then now you're up 1,500, all right, now you're rocking and rolling. And if the next day you do lose 300 and you stop, you still are up 1,200 on the week. So this was a pivot break. We came down with force. Now I was like 5 lots deep right here, and it didn't. That's tick. It didn't flush right away, so I kind of like hesitated. I was being a little fucking pussy. I'm just gonna let you know I was being a little fucking bitch, because 5 lots, it's a lot. But this was an obvious pivot break. It didn't break right away, and it started to bounce up, and I was like thinking, is this going to fake out and then run up? And I had 5 lots on. If I had like 2 or 3 lots, it might have been better, but 5 lots doesn't take a lot of points to get that 2,400 back. I mean, if it bounces up 20, 30, 40 points, I'm now back in the red. So I got out for $10, and then of course, literally I think like 10 seconds later, it dumped, and I was like, oh my God. Because that would have been like a $1,200 win. But that's okay. Came back down, bunched again. I missed this, and there's another pivot break. I mean, so many pivot breaks today. When you have the trend down this heavy, you just take all these pivot breaks. It's very simple trading. Came down again. This one I actually bought. Now I think I had a level on, this was a 906. No, this was an SMA level. Yeah. So if you come over here, these SMA zones I talk about, this is in the course. I think it's on a YouTube video. I bought right here because the SMAs cross and they curl. 906. The low of this candle, 905. So I got in at 906. So that's bottom ticked it. Took 2 lots for 10 points, 400, easy. Broke this pivot again. Came down. I believe this was a sell. I believe I sold this pivot. I sold this pivot. I got like 150. It dropped a little lower. And then that was the last trade that I took today. And then now we're just kind of, again, we're kind of bouncing back up. So I'm probably going to call it here. I'm calling it on futures here. I might take some options trades. I want to see what happens if we get back up to this area up here, this 973. I have a level here at 970, and this is where we stopped. And just to interject, we did come up here to 974.50. And then sold off. So I'm done trading for today. I don't want to take any more trades. Just watch these simple levels, and I mean, resistance, and it sells off. Very simple trading. Back to the main video. That's all the trading I did today. Mostly pivot breaks and some candle flips down and the SMA level right here. And then we also bounced at a demand zone. I can pull up my Thinkorswim and show you. This was a 1 hour demand zone that we created. I don't know if you can see that. There's the demand zone. Look how accurate that demand zone bounces. There's the upper expected move. Talked about the expected move in the course. Look at this demand zone bounce. Literally like to the tick. Literally to the tick. That's why I swear by supply and demand zones. First off, this demand zone that was created, we never broke through it. This one literally went to the bottom of it, stopped, and went back up. And then now we continued higher. But this is our 1 hour demand zone that we made right here, and we literally stopped to the tick. And we have one down here too. So I think that's like a 4 hour zone. But there's a demand zone. So I don't think I took any buys. 50. No, I didn't. I think I was supposed to buy it, but I just didn't. I think I was eating. I don't fucking know. I didn't take the trade, but you could have took the trade. Supply and demand zones, pivot breaks, SMA levels, candle flips. Now I'm trading with a lot more lots, but what I'm learning and what I like is when you take this many lots, you can actually make a lot of money a lot easier. Because if I would have been doing one lot like I used to do, or if you're starting out, it's fine to do one lot when you're starting out, but the goal is to kind of scale up because I only took 12 trades today. 12 trades, that's huge. Huge money for 12 trades. Normally I'd have to take like 50 or 60 trades. One lot on this trade would have been 200. One lot on this would have been 100, so I would have been up 300. I would have been up like 435 right here. This one I would have been up, what? This one I would have been up 6. If I took 2 lots, I would have been up what? This was a $1,200 trade. I would have been up 600, so I'd have been up like 1,000 at this point. This is nothing, 10, 200, 1,200, and then 7. So I would have been up like 1,275. And if I only took one lot on this one instead of 6, I would have been up like 975. So on the same amount of trades with 5 contracts or with 6 contracts, or it would have been 12 contracts on the same amount of trades, I would have been up not even $1,000 or 1,200. I'm up 3 times that trading with more lots. Now it's a volatile day with CPI, FOMC's tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing the same thing. Just food for thought to look at your trading. You can look at what I did, go back and see what you did, compare it. If you did good, great. If you didn't do good, this is an occasion where I literally have 0 losing trades. And I like the volatility because you get the follow through. On very choppy days, I don't like it because you get these pivot breaks right here. It'll break the low like this one. It'll go down like 3 points and then it like reverses. It's super annoying. But these VWAP bounces, a lot of different things you can do. I teach in Full-Time Trader. And again, I'm posting those trades in the Discord, trying to post stuff that I'm going to take so you can follow along and take them with me. So that's a recap on my 3K trading day, into my mindset, what I was thinking, what I was seeing when I was a little fucking stupid bitch. I'm saying that jokingly, but also it's hesitation because I hesitated right here and trying to save myself, but I'm taking this trade because I see an edge, I see a trade, and I need to let that trade play out. And I've seen these before where they bounce and then they keep flushing, but it's just because I had 5 lots on. So that's something I have to work on. I have to work on being comfortable if I'm going to trade 5 lots, being comfortable taking that because it's a lot of leverage. So, and I don't like to give back when I'm up so much. You don't want to hesitate when you're already in a losing trade. You want to get out of a bad losing trade so you can save yourself, but this is a trade that hadn't even played out yet. So that's the one error I made. But again, it was still a winning trade. And I didn't lose on it, and I came back and I still made 475 after that. So I'm cool with that. But that's a look into the trading. If you want to know more about how I trade these strategies, it's all inside Full-Time Trader. Link will be in the description below. Go ahead and sign up for that. If you have any questions, you can email me at john@fulltimetraderpro.com, and I will see you guys in the next video.